Alright, so the purpose of this video is to showcase a new Willbender build. We've always had the opportunity to play Willbender at any point in time, but it's been a more assassin-like playstyle until now. So after the nerfs to Willbender, this has created basically a difficult to play build, because it used to be pretty easy to play. You could go in, just pour it in, do all your damage, press your F3 off cooldown, and then you're just gonna kill everything. But after the nerfs, it's a lot more fragile and not as easy to do that, and so most people have stopped playing Willbender as a result. So a more bruiser playstyle has been necessary to arise. So that's what we're going to be showing today. So let's get the build on screen there. So it's just dragon stats, same as the assassin Willbender, so it's very easy to swap over. But we are using Herald Rune. Herald Rune is the most efficient way to get boon duration because it gives you 25% boon duration. This is a boon build. You get a lot of healing from boons, but essentially Rune of Herald or any kind of rune is the best way to get boon duration because it gives a flat amount instead of a concentration stat. So you don't ever really want to go for concentration gear instead of a rune. But there's also some toughness on this because we want to have a little bit of sustain even though we are going to be having a lot of protection on this build. Now I've got a sword with energy cleansing and focus, and then a spear energy cleansing, so double energy cleansing, and then it's Mistburn relic. So that's going to give us extra might whenever we gain might. The extra crit chance is not that important, but what is important is that every time you gain might, it's going to work with righteous instincts. So righteous instincts, whenever you have resolution on you, you're going to be gaining might every second. But because of the Mistburn relic, it gives an extra might, right? So we gain more might over time, which altruistic healing heals you every time you gain a boon. So that basically, that synergy right there of you having resolution on you and gaining might over time and healing every time you gain boons is passive sustain, which, you know, that's not a new idea. We've used that synergy between these two trait lines before, but never on Willbender because it never really needed the sustain because it was more about burst. But as a result of that burst, or of that sustain, we can give up some of the utility skills that we use defensively. So you can see we have flash combo, which I think we were kind of using on the assassin build by now because it gives you the ability to go in, do a decent amount of damage, and then port back to that location, and that also cleanses you and heals you. So it was just really good skill. The issue is that it's not a stun break. And Whirling Light is like the most overpowered skill ever. It's a 15-second cooldown, good damage, weakness, and burning, so it triggers the Fury trait here. So we can easily get our Fury uptime, even though it's sort of hard to land the Sword 2 and stay in that because you want to be mobile. So it's a good way to get your Fury, right? But then that leaves you with one stun break. So we want a low cooldown stun break because we're not going virtues, so we don't have the F3 giving us a stun break. We have Signet of Judgment. And Signet of Judgment also gives boons, which heals you. It blinds and gives weakness. This has been buffed and has not really been used since then, but it's pretty strong now. The only issue is that it's kind of low impact. If, for example, like Save Yourselves is way more impact, but it's also way longer cooldown. So this is a low cooldown stun break that has a little bit of, protection to add to our boon uptime. We get protection from the focus skills. So focus skills give us protection. We don't have virtues, so we do lack the protection you'd get from the F3. You do get some still, but not as much. And oh, the reason you get some is because whenever you use a port skill, Vanguard Tactics, whenever you port, you're going to get protection. So yeah, that's why I'm getting protection still. And we have a lot of ports on this build, even though it's kind of like a bruiser build. Stand your ground is not bad, but it's longer cooldown, isn't it? And stand your ground, while it does give stability, I think the protection is a little bit more useful. Yes, so stand your ground is 4 seconds longer cooldown, so that is another alternative. You could go for that instead of Signet of Judgment, but in a lot of cases you'll get like feared and it just will feel bad to use that, but it is definitely an option. But another thing is, since we're not using virtues, we don't get that much value off of using the virtues. Virtues trait line, virtues utility skills, or class skills. So the renewed focus, while it is still good, doesn't give as much value. And so this is the first opportunity where Heaven's Palm is actually playable. And this has actually been buffed a lot over the years, but it's just never been played because it's competing with Righteous renewed focus. So Heaven's Palm is actually pretty good. And what it does is it's an evade, and then it will knock down the target and then knock away anyone that's not the target. It can also finish the target. So in situations where you need to get it down, this can be really good at securing those kills and preventing, you know, the minstrel revivers from getting that. Although sometimes I've seen that it just doesn't finish the target for some reason. And I think that's because you might need to be closer to the target you're hitting than any of the other ones around it, but I'm not exactly sure on that. But yeah, that's pretty much the build. So what's the combo look like here? We have Sword 2, that gives us Fury. We need Resolution and Fury to get our crit chance because we're Dragon stats. And our any port will also give Resolution, and the focus skills give Resolution. So we start out by Focus 4ing the enemy, and then Sword 2, that's giving us all the boons we need. And then we Sword 3 and Focus 5 at the same time. Then from there, you can Whirling Light, and that will give you the burning that you need to get more Fury uptime. And then you're going to swap to your Spear. Spear 3 for the Fury and Might. That gives you an extra hit afterwards. I believe it blinds on the second one. Is it blind on the first or on the second one? But either way, you want to use the 3 early because the blind and the Fury and the Might is going to help your next skills do damage. And then we want to... Well, there's a lot of different ways that we can do the combo with the Spear. What we can do is we can go in with Heaven's Palm, and then we can Spear 3, and then F1, 5 to knock them down, and then 2, and 4. The 4 is a little bit delayed, so you generally only want to use that not while they're stunned, because you're not getting value while they're stunned. It takes some time to cook, and you can use a lot more skills during that duration. But Heaven's Palm is a 3-second knockdown. So for example, if I Heaven's Palm, then I can start with the 4, and then 3 to F1 or whatever, because, well, technically you want to do the F1 early as well, right? So the 3 and the F1 are what you want to use early because we have Tyrant's Momentum, and Tyrant's Momentum gives you extra damage on your lethal tempo. So while we don't have virtues and we're not using our virtues a lot, the F1 still does good damage. And we do want to have that Tyrant's Momentum because the other options are really not a thing. Like extra regeneration is more of a trade-off, and that just reduces damage taken during your F3. So we just want the more damage because we have plenty of sustain. So there's a lot of different ways you can do the combo, right? You can do 3, F1, 4, 2. And the 2 skill is pretty instant, so you want to use that at the end because it's kind of like an animation cancel in a way. Or what you can do is you can flash combo in, and then 3, and then 5 while that is cooking, and then 2. Because the 5 is a very short knockdown, it's not the best. So you generally want to use your F1 and then your 2 while they're knocked down from that, and that's all you got time for. So let's just show like a full-on combo here. We can... There's a lot of ways you can do it, obviously, but we'll do the 4 into the 5-3. I'm going to go on this guy soon, knock him down, and then do the 3-5-2. I want to go on this guy next, so I'm going to 4 and then 2 into range. Then we'll go back to this guy, and then flash combo on this guy. Take the flash combo back, and then 2 while I'm in melee range of this guy. And you're not going to be sitting there doing a lot of damage, because if they're taking that much pressure, then they're probably dead, right? But you get the idea. And the focus trait is really important here as well, because the cooldown of your focus skills is long enough that if you use it once and then you swap out, see, I'll do it like here, and then I use all of this. I'll swap back in after 5 seconds, and I have the focus trait on, right? So look, the cooldowns are almost off. So if I didn't have the trait, you can see like I would have the cooldown to swap out before they're off cooldown. So it ensures that you can use the focus skills once per rotation. So we'll just go into World v World now and just kind of show off how it works in a real scenario, because that's going to just be more meaningful than comboing, because all of these combos are just based on the situation, really. This is a bruiser type build, so I don't really categorize these world versus world builds as dueling builds, but bruiser builds are the closest to dueling builds, because they are survivable enough. Like, they're like the duelists version of a world v world build. So yeah, this is like a tankier version of Willbender. It's like a duelist, but we call it bruiser because you're not really supposed to be 1v1ing in world v world. You're supposed to be outnumbered, really. So let's see what we got here. This guy's just dead. This guy is a healer. Now, World v World is full of healers, so that's definitely something. And I guess you can just take damaging food, right? And so our mobility is pretty good. I'm getting thiefed right now. He backs off. But yeah, you can see I'm not a pushover. This guy is going to be a pushover, though. He tried to air overload in top of us, but that didn't work out so well. Virtuoso. So this build does not have a lot of active defense, but that's just, I think Willbender in general just doesn't have a lot of active defense. It's kind of passive or mobility based. But I do have the Shield of Wrath now, which is a little bit tankier than Sword. Okay, so they have a Chrono. We want to go for that. I gotta get used to my stun break being on this cooldown, though. Okay, so there's just a Deadeye just spamming on me. Actually, the spear skills do heal as well, which is nice. I forgot about that. So you do have extra sustain on spear compared to, well, any other weapon you'd use, which adds to the, you know, the more survivable you are, the more chances you get to use those skills. Is this the Maguma server, though? I don't remember. I didn't, they're kind of looking like it. I mean, I don't want to fight like a 1v5. That's definitely not what I want to do, regardless of what class I'm playing. Is this a power build? Yes. I feel like power builds are generally tankier than Condi, at least on Guardian. Just because all the Condi traits force you to not go for like defensive traits. You just do 0 damage on Condi builds unless you go like the Condi traits, which trades off with the sustain traits. But I think Condi DH is probably the tankiest Guardian build. See a bunch of them coming towards me though. A blue druid up here. Actually, we don't own anything, but they don't own SMC, so maybe I'll go blue side. It just looks like a bunch of swarmers. Yeah, if we go to blue side, then I think we'll have a better advantage here. Because it looks like my team is just struggling to get out of their spawn. And if we can force blue team to come out to fight, then I think that'll give us more presence to be able to roam. Because they can also pressure green team. Signet Kata. That's our favorite build to 1v1. And that's their favorite build to 1v1 with. For sure. Okay. We start out with this. Decent amount of damage, but we know that they're going to come and plus this for sure. So let's just keep baiting them. And we can use our elite skill to get like mobility around the map if we have targets, just like the sword too. If we have target. So go to this harpy and then use the elite. And this is pretty good. We can bait them this way. There's a Signet Kata, there's a Spectre. I really want the Spectre to get off of his mount. But I think he's just going to wait for his boys to come in. Okay, this guy. We're going to use our elite to knock him down. I'm full HP, but I'm kind of low on cooldowns. So I want to just go out, reset, start the combo again. This guy's just going to auto attack me because that's what that build type does. Okay, let's bait this guy's cooldowns. I'm going to knock him down. 3 into 2, and he should be dead here. Gotta port out. Let's line of sight, wait for my next combo. Okay. They're just kind of running me down with Condi builds. I get cleanse from that. Evade. Get some dodge on this. Okay, yeah, they're just running the most safe builds, and the only one that is not running a safe build is gonna just run from me. That's World v World in a nutshell. Okay, this guy's kind of low. We can knock him down. There's a down. Now I'm going to wait a little bit for my cooldowns. get the F3 if we can. Would they just revive? Alright, let's go to this doe over here. Port over here. Let's cleanse myself. So yeah, these builds are very fun and interactive. I'm gonna use this doe to port back up too. When he comes down. He's not gonna come down. Okay. Well, the scepter or the signet cat is gone. So winnable, I guess. I don't want to stand in that though. Let's chase this guy with the 2 skill. Auto attack him. And just do damage here. I'm gonna finish the down body with this. It didn't finish it though. Yeah, see, like that's the bug that I wasn't sure about. Like, why didn't that finish it? Isn't that skill supposed to finish down bodies? What's going on with that? I think my PC specs are down below. But yeah, you can see it got a little bit dicey there, but I had good sustain. I had good sustain there. Alright, scrapper. We love to see our boon scrapper. Like, what is this, like spear, Condi scrapper, Selly? Alright, bro. Wait, where am I going? He's actually... grenade? He's tools. Knock down. Into the F1, 4k damage. You love to see that. Stealth from the whatever that's called. He used a dodge. He blinded me. My elite got blinded. Okay, let's not get blinded again before I do my combo. He just does so much damage with the, whatever those skills are called. But I think we kill him here. Or we die. Kind of just running around as you do with Scrapper. Alright, let's knock him down. He gets the blind again. He's basically playing the amalgam build, right? That is the future amalgam build. No finish if ally is near, I guess? Yeah, I guess that's how it is. If they're alone, then it doesn't finish them. This guy's minion master. Spear Condi Scrapper everywhere. Yeah, that seems to be like the low risk build to play. What is this guy doing? Oh, I saw this guy yesterday in this exact spot, didn't I? Or not yesterday, but like 2 days ago. But I do a lot of damage. I think I was playing Sikkim Soul Beast last time I saw him. Oh, we do damage though. We do damage. He kind of didn't dodge though as well. Amalgam placeholder. That build is old. I mean, it's not new for sure. I mean, ever since Spear came out, that's been a thing. But I mean, it's relative. Oh, we're gonna destroy this camp. I'm surprised I haven't died yet. I haven't been zerged yet. But then again, this build has really good mobility still. Let's try this. Oh, here we go. We gonna die now. Here we go. Ogres, save me. Specters on me. We do have a lot of mobility actually now that I think about it. Spear plus sword, flash combo, and Heaven's Palm, and my virtues. Okay, there's like 4 of them on my screen. I got, what is it? Chill to the bone, spinal shivered there. It did like no damage. I don't know why. Let's see if they chase though. He's playing the Amalgam build? Well, he is playing the Amalgam build. Because Amalgam is going to... Whatever that build is going to just be an Amalgam after the expansion, right? Like, that's just going to be an Amalgam build. That's what I meant. Oh, this is some damage? Holy, he did not do any dodging there. I don't think I can finish this. Do I have the damage? I do. I do have the damage. No crit? Hello? Where's my fury, man? I'm not burning them or what? I'm hitting my spear 3. Oh, I missed. Have I fought a power build yet? Like, I'm not one to complain about Condi builds, but like, Jesus. Is this guy poor? He's hacking. Little bro turned on the hacks. Bro coped so hard he turned on the hacks. That's hilarious. No valid path, by the way. What the hell is that? Bro is literally hacking. Like, hey, it is what it is, man. Like, I don't think he does any damage either. So he tried to fight me one time, and then he was like, I gotta hack for this guy. He's like actually hacking though. Yeah, okay, dude. I normally don't report people who are hacking, but like that is just too pathetic, bro. You're playing Death Magic, Blood Magic Harbinger, and you're hacking. Like, if you were playing any other build while hacking, I'd be dead. But you are just so bad at the game that you have to hack and still can't even do anything while hacking. Like, that is just pathetic. I said it. Ah, this poor new player. He's a rich. This is the ritualist build. That's why he hides in the harpies? Yeah, I guess so. What are the chances that that's like a stream viewer too? But he's not like stream sniping me, but like, you know, he's a long time viewer and he's in the community and like, he just also is a hacker at the same time. I just called him pathetic. He's unsubscribing now. I mean, yeah. My next video is going to call a lot of... Well, this is technically my next video. Well, my next video is going to be calling a lot of people pathetic. Basically saying, this is why you suck at the game. And then like saying, okay, here's how you can get good. I have a lot of videos that are sort of like that already. It's like how to get good, but... This one's going to be more about the external factors, not the actual mechanics. He headbutted my thing. Okay. So, what is that hitting me? A ranger? No crit? Still get the kill? Okay, I'm going to stand behind the thing so that I can line of sight. He goes in. Now I can go in and knock his ass down. What is this, man? What is this? Oh, that's a lot of damage. I'm just tanking like a full-on ranger. I need to put my F3 on top of this guy. Okay, more coming. Oh, this guy's just so... He's just so asking to be killed. This guy, though, needs to really be killed because he's just taxing me. But I can't. Because I have more coming. Well, maybe now. Maybe now I can. Dodge that. Why am I blinded? Knock him down. It missed because he dodged randomly. And they're of course going to res. I blind with my stun break. It's a risky play, but it's something I need to do where I won't get this kill. Let's put the Willbender flames on the down body. And now we'll go for the stomp, but I think it doesn't work, right? It just knocks them away. The pet's just going to keep reviving and I can't do anything about it. I have just like every Condi in the game on me. From what? Wait, is that SP? It's the same guild name as him. Dojo's stream link. Oh. I see now. Wait. He's saying I have no idea what I'm talking about by calling that the amalgam build or what? Usually when someone comes in here defensive like that, they are either option A, they are stream sniping and they are trying to like, you know, ego on me or something. Option B, they are personally attacked by something that I said because they are a one trick of that one thing. Option C, terminally online. So they're like that all the time. What's the look I'm using for my armor? You know, there's a video that I have that links to a fashion for this, but I'll just tell you it's the ice crown. It's the shoulders are the precursor to the legendary armor, the raid armor. And Elegy from season 4. And then the gloves and legs are the Revenant spec gear, the Mist Ward, and then Coda's feet, which is the, I believe that's the okay, we got him to take his port back. I can't target this thing. They're jumping. Okay. That must be Dojo. That must be Dojo. So that thief, the Deadeye, used his shadow step to be as aggressive as possible, but then as soon as I jumped on him for a split second, he shadow steps back. So that his teammates can come and revive him. Or save him. That is your typical Magooman. And they're 100% stream sniping. They have to be. There's no way that they behave that way to everyone. That would be worse. It would be similar, but it would be worse. I'm giving them benefit of the doubt by calling them stream snipers. Wait, isn't Yama the guy who always makes those videos of him getting revenge on people for them BMing him? Are you telling me that all those instances were not randomly people BMing him and they were actually instigated? No. I would have never thought that someone who makes their content revolve around that would not have already been instigating it. No way. I mean, the shadow step play was honestly a little bit embarrassing. Okay, there's a blue Zerg here. We got a French guild. The Valiant Tempests. French Canadian? You with a world level of 17 seeing a 66,000? Well, the rank doesn't really matter. I think for you as a new player, you'll probably see rank and it'll be scary. But that's because anything is scary to you. But like in it's relational frames. I was roaming with this guy yesterday while I was testing this build out. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, the rating or the ranking is not relevant because I see a lot of like rank 10k who are just potatoes, and I see a lot of gold or silvers that are not potatoes. It just depends on the gameplay. If you see someone who has good gameplay, then you should be afraid. If you see someone playing a Willbender, you should probably be afraid. If you see them playing a Scourge or a Reaper, you probably should not be afraid. They're probably potatoes. But if they outnumber you, then the Reaper's probably, yeah, they're probably scary then. Reaper and Scourge are like the easy classes. You know, some kind of like Ranger, probably pretty not great at the game, you know. Can we fight this guy? Alright, I'll fight him. Yeah, like the people over there that are fighting over there, they are not really engaging in interactive combat, but they are getting rewards. And so it's like they're getting higher rank while not getting better at the game. So there's definitely people who just only do that. If they only do that, then they don't get better at the game. But if they fight other groups of equal skill and size, then they can get better, for sure. But it's like there's a difference between ranking and skill, obviously. I'm sure you know that. What? He's using Scepter. He's just a bunker, bro. What is he running? Bro is doing less damage than my passive healing. My passive healing out heals this guy. What is he doing? Okay, we need to not fight this. Although I think this guy maybe could kill it with Spellbreaker. He does more damage than me. Now bro's coming at me. Like, shit, dude. I didn't meet your Reaper. Well, I didn't say all Reapers are bad, just most. If you see my Reaper in World v World, you should be scared for sure. Like, dude, my Reaper is a killer. He is a serial killer. But I mean, all of my characters are basically that. I had someone PM me the other day, bro, you're a savage. I was like, just roaming, bro. The Care Bear is raw. If you see like this Deadeye, yeah, he's I mean, Deadeyes can be potato because like it's a range class with a lot of like players who play it. They play it because they want an easy escape route, because you can basically just survive any situation as a Deadeye. You have so much mobility, so much stealth. It's impossible to die, right? So a lot of times players flock to that class when they are afraid to engage in a fight that they may or may not survive, right? It doesn't really take that much time to get 1k. I play in a way that is extremely bad for getting rank. It took me like 10 years to get to 6k, but others, they could probably get 6k in like 1 to 2 years. Or even less, depending. But yeah, so far this build is really fun. I really like it. This skill being used on a build for the first time in ever is kind of nice. When you see a warrior main, you're afraid. Yeah, warrior mains can be scary for sure. They usually have a lot of CC. And a lot of damage. Oh, it's this guy. It's this guy again. Wait, he's got a different guild though. I don't want to fight around that guy because first of all, he's not going to engage me unless he just can run away and survive. And the other guy's a Reaper who will do a lot of damage. So I need to separate them. That's kind of funny. Wait, he's gonna come back? What was that, bro? He's like, nah, I'm not gonna fight you 1v1. And then he came back when his other friend came. I mean, to be honest, as someone who's new to the game, that's how you should play. Wait, they don't even own this. Wait, so he's not even at his thing. Okay, can we get the knockdown here? Let's go damage. Okay, he's used his stun break. Knock him down. There's a second stun break. I think he's out of stun breaks here. I have a lot of condies on me, but this guy is done for. Oh, the other guy. Oh, he already got the other 1v1 finished. Perfect. Perfect, dude. Another thing is, playing with other people like this is really good for this build. Because I can set up them and they can set me up. Like I have CC, I have burst damage. A lot of builds though that you see some people play, they kind of just don't work too well with other allies. They're just kind of like golem builds. They do damage, they survive damage, and that's it. Opinion about Weaver? It's okay. Not one of my favorite classes, to be honest. 1 HP. Wasn't this none of your business from the other day? You're never afraid? Well, some people are not like that. They are afraid. Okay, Mirage. I knocked his clone down. There's the real one. I don't have protection. This guy does damage. And I don't want all of his clones free casting on me at range like that. Also, there's another guy there. There's a Vert, a Mirage. Oh my god, bro. I want to get out of combat, but I don't think I will. I will. It's like there's like 3 assassins chasing me in open field. I do not want to be in open field because they can just port on me and their clones can just, they can surround me, right, easily. I don't want them to surround me. I want to have terrain so that I can fight them one at a time. At least if I'm outnumbered. I mean, I'll fight them 1v1. Fury? He uses thing already. Shadow Step. More stealth. More stealth. Ah, I had him knocked too. Yeah, you can't make a more forgiving playstyle than that. Perma stealth, ranged burst, mobility. And that counters me, by the way. That's a counter to Willbender. Thief is a counter to Willbender, but I think he was pretty much out of cooldowns there if I didn't get ganked by that ranger. I got the 3-second knockdown on him. He might have been dead there. That's a little bit crazy. To be stream sniping that shamelessly. Oh, these are the stream snipers here. This guy is gonna be out of cooldowns probably. There it is. It's definitely a solid build, yeah. There's a Zerg inside of our keep. Oh, it's this guild. I don't think we can do anything about that. So they immediately all jump on me. They're extremely shameless. They are the pinnacle of shameless. Longbow spear on Willbender? No sword is kind of... No sword on any Guardian build is kind of questionable, but definitely Willbender. It's like you're engage. How do you engage otherwise? Just JI? So you can only engage with JI? By the way, is Zerefix the same as Zefix? Or is it a different person? Did you just add an R to your name? No? Oh, okay. Then I don't know then. It is funny though. Like the average World v World roamer, unfortunately, is not like this. But the people who are like this are like the terminally online, so they're on the map 24/7. And so that's what you see most of the time. But the average roamer is like, they log on for a couple hours a day, they play a fun build, and then they fight against that, and then they log off, right? It's like kind of unfortunate, but it's kind of how gaming online kind of works in general, right? Can we actually go in on this? I think we can. They're not that many. Gotta go for this Tempest. I don't have any stability though, other than my F3. So if I get caught, I'm caught. This is not like a group build, this is kind of like a solo build. But this Willbender is kind of looking like they're, or this Tempest is looking like they can be bent. I can't stomp though. No, I can't. I can knock them back, but I can't stomp. Yeah, that's not as good as I thought it would be then. I mean, I like the skill still for the ability to knock people down. But the finishing capability ain't there. This is why you always play solo and never interact with anyone? Well, I mean, you can interact with them, but the thing is, like, the people that are worth it to interact with are not going to always be there for you. Whereas the terminal ones are going to be there terminally. Yeah, I do feel like the people like roaming, they just do it, and then it like looks cooler on video than it looks to actually play it. And that's why I think montages can be kind of popular, even though they are extremely cherry picky. The Tempest. So they have, yeah, like what, 10 people with a bunch of healers. I mean, if we're gonna kill any of them, we have to like have insane damage. Which we can have if we're coordinated, but we're a bunch of pugs. We're not gonna be coordinated. Can we get this DH? Oh, this guy's kind of low. Whoo-wee! If we just, well, the thing is, like, it's not about BM. BM is always going to exist. I honestly find it more BM when someone behaves in a way that is regardless of whether they actually do things that are considered BM. So, like, for example, that one, what was that one guy from the other day? He was playing the, what was it? It was like a pistol mechanist. Condi pistol mech, oh, they're going down. Condi pistol mechanist, and he would only fight me when he could run back to his keep. And then he would like always +1 me and never fight me fair unless he knew he could escape. Like that, in my opinion, is like worse than if he BM'd. For a squad of like 5 people to run me down like that as well is completely fine because it's fair play, but they're not doing that because I'm there. They're doing that because they know who I am and they're stream sniping, right? Like that's what it is. If you don't counter BM and the people who do it look like tools, well, I think, well, like for example, if I killed one of them, would I BM? No, because it's BM enough that they die, right? Like that's enough. because them dying in the situation that they're in is like kind of shameful, because they're behaving that way and making it so that it's really impossible for them to die. They're roaming around with a comp. I don't need to say more, right? I don't need to say more. But for example, like if someone really just is like, for example, there's this one guy, Short Bus Saul. He BMs everyone. He deserves to have a piece of his own medicine. Like, he always messages people and says like weird shit in their DMs or whatever. And at this point, he's a clown. But it's just, a clown is entertainment, and so I use him as entertainment whenever he dies, which is very rarely because he plays like a little pussy boy. But you know, like if he dies, I'll just stand there and just like look left, look right. Like, that is BM, undoubtedly. It is BM to like not cleave someone out instantly when they die. But I don't really jump anymore, because jumping I think is like low tier BM. I think there's quality BM. And like jumping is what the plebs do. Sieging is like a little bit more sinister. It's like kind of nasty, but I'll siege for sure if someone deserves it. Yeah, but here's the issue: people are delusional and they think that others deserve it when they in fact do not. Like, if someone is running a build that counters you, people will get mad and they will siege you. Some people will siege you if you're surviving too long. Like, their Zerg is running at you and you survive for like 30 seconds of their Zerg running at you, they'll throw siege on you. It's like the context matters, because that is shameless BM. But well placed contextually and well adjusted, like if you're just not like a shameless human being, I think it can be important. Like, for you to say that all BM is bad is almost to put yourself in the same logic as the people who do it, because they are removing all nuance, essentially. But it is what it is, man. Like, I'm just roaming. I'm making money from ad revenue more than they are. They're just terminally online and clout chasing, and I'm helping people, getting more skilled at things like editing videos, creating content, and you know, I have more people that care about me. So like, my mental state is extremely healthy. Like, I'm completely fine. Yeah, that too as well. People get mad if you kite. Kiting is cheat. That one Harbinger from earlier who was literally hacking. Like, if I killed that Harbinger, 100% I BM him, right? Like, that is 100% BM situation. If he somehow dies while hacking, that is true. Ignoring their attention needing habits is also sort of BM, but it's more like, it's not BM, it's like teaching them a lesson. Although arguably it's neither. It's not teaching them a lesson because they're just going to keep doing it. But I mean, you're not wrong. But I still think that there are some situations where it's like, it's not the same. Harbinger? Put this down on him. Knock him again. Pew pew. Let's cleanse before he fears me again. Do I get resistance? No. I don't get resistance on my F3, do I? I do. Not long enough. I need resistance from this and the F3, which I think would just barely be enough to stomp through fear. Yeah, there was a guy hacking literally this stream. To be fair though, I have not seen hacking in a while. They did a big, what's it called, purge. Frog. This guy's a healer. And this guy's a mini master. So there's a difference between bleeding out in PvP and World v World. In PvP it's strategy. In World v World there's no reason to do it ever, pretty much. This guy's a Willbender. Bloodlust. Hi. We're doing the same skills. They're using sword though. Okay, they have, what is it called? They have stability. They don't have valor though. They keep getting stability, yeah. Their might uptime ain't anything like mine though, tell you that. Okay, stability's up again. I need to not throw by using my CC into the stability. Okay, there's more stability. Stun break? Where's my Fury uptime? They don't do any damage to me. I haven't like gone even close to low health. Willbender is trash, bro. This class is terrible. Look how much damage it does. None. They're jumping around. I think they've given up. They've given up, bro. I'm just too tanky, bro. Dragon's gear is too tanky, bro. Dragon's gear is too tanky. Oh, they're using Roiling Light too. Wait, so they have like 3 stun breaks. What is this? My protection uptime's pretty good. Oh, they're using JI too. Wait, so... Huh? Is that 3 stun breaks? They're kind of just kiting. Understandable. Is he Sally? No, I think they just don't do any damage. Because they're running like no whirling light. No might. Like, it's not that they don't do damage. Is it? I think they're just not landing their damage. And to be fair, the reason for that is because Guardians need multiple CCs to be able to CC you, because you have stun breaks. But like, that build had how many CCs? 1. So as long as I have 1 stun break, I will only use my stun break when they use their stun. So they can never land their spear combo on me because I just have 1 stun break. This build though has 2 stuns. I got 2 stuns on this build. So sometimes against builds with 2 stun breaks that are longer than 20-second cooldown, I might be able to stun someone. Big difference. 0 chance to stun versus some chance to stun. Also, I was never really kiting there, but they were kiting, so it's like, well, fair play, but I ain't the one stalling that. It's okay, they can go back to their 5-man gank squad. They'll be able to play then. Stuns and stun breaks? Well, it's got to be DH, right? Well, I mean, are we including Luminary? That's probably Luminary, right? Or you mean any class in general? Luminary has just free stun breaks everywhere, and then, I mean, it has a lot of dazes, not stuns. Not streaming on Twitch? No. No, I don't like to be bombarded with ads every 2 minutes for 3 minutes. Every every time you watch ads, it's 3 minutes of ads, and then it's every 2 minutes. So you're actually getting more and more ads. You're never getting less ads, you're getting more ads. The ads get longer the more you watch them. Fight against warriors with 7 stuns. Well, warrior counters this build, but you beat warriors by hitting them without them hitting you. So you have to understand kiting, spacing, and animations. Your animations will usually be faster than a warrior's animation. So you do your skill, and then you dodge before theirs hits. Or you do your skill, and then you get out of range before theirs hits. And then you just repeat. Just try to never get hit. Because getting hit gives them adrenaline, and then the adrenaline gives them more stuff, and then that allows them to hit you more, and just bad. So it's never worth to trade with a warrior because they're getting adrenaline from trading and generally just doing more damage than you. You have no ads on Twitch? Hey, I mean, you get to watch Twitch then, but other people do not. Axe warrior is fast. I mean, if you're losing to an axe warrior, then I mean, it's kind of predictable when they get in range of you to do their axe skills. You gotta dodge the thing that they get in range with, right? I'm not gonna steal this guy's gains, but that's really... Should I go to a Behel or what? Harbinger? There's like, what, 5 here? He just uses Bull's Charge. That's the sign of someone who does not know how to manage cooldowns, because you can't Bull's Charge a mount. So maybe they're an easy kill. Cook. I'm trying to bait. Oh, there's a thief on me. He's very squish. This gives resolution, right? Yeah. Oh, it also gives weakness? I see. So I give weakness in a lot of ways. 2 utilities that give weakness. This guy was on Willbender earlier, wasn't he? Staff, Spear, Spellbreaker can always reach you? Well, Staff, Spear is just ranged. So... Isn't it like really hard to land the Spear skills? Just like run around them, you know? The Spear 3 is hard to land. Spear 2 is somewhat hard to land. And then the Spear 4 has like a very clear tell which you can just dodge and then the skill does nothing. And the 5, yeah, that can be problematic. But that's just something you gotta dodge. I feel like there's actually so many things that you can't kill someone if they have dodges for your things that you do damage with. So how you kill things is you need to have more things than they can dodge. But the thing about Spear Spellbreaker is the only things that you need to hit are your F1, your Spear 4, and your Spear 3. Or that's the only thing you can hit. The rest doesn't do any damage. So it's like a burst build. If you dodge like their staff skills, then you just get hit by the other ones. I understand the staff 4 is a pull, but I feel like the staff 4 doesn't even set up the spear at all. Because what are they going to do after they staff 4 you? They're going to spear 4? Like, you just dodge that then. What are they going to do? Spear 5 after they staff 4 you? Then just dodge that. Or stun break that. You don't need to practice about face though as much. I feel like it's good for the spacing for sure, but it's like the last thing you need to learn, to be honest. You just need to manage your cooldowns better, I think, and your dodges. Probably dodging the wrong things. Okay. He's gonna run into his base. Yeah. Go out of combat. Okay. There's a second stun break. His third block. He's gonna get his other stun break back soon. His third block is here. There's his other stun break. Like, I'm not fighting that. He's just gonna run every time. Well, not every class can shoot stuff behind you, so you do have to turn. Why does he like run at me as if he wants to fight, but then he doesn't fight? I am going to come out with a video very soon where I will basically show why people are bad at the game. And it doesn't have anything to do with, it has nothing to do with, about face technique, because I've already gone over that in another video. I have the series where I teach every mechanic in the game, and this is what you need to get good. But showing all those mechanics to someone, you can lead them to water, but you cannot make them drink. So it's going to be more about like the strategic or the mental things about the game, more so than the mechanical things. Am I going to make a video for this build? This is the video. This is the video. It's a little bit of a weird video. I'm going to go play PvP now, actually. So how would you play this build in PvP? Let's try that. Do I play Conquest or Push? How do I play Push? There we go. Let's play some Push. So this is still a 20-second cooldown in PvP. So I can use Valkyrie gear, Relic of Mistburn, Rune of Eagle, because I need some extra crit. Let's go cleansing. Pretty much the same exact build. You just use Valkyrie here. And we get our crit chance. Actually, is the Mistburn Relic unnerfed in PvP? Nope, it's nerfed here. So it's 5%. But if I get all of my boons up and get might over the threshold, maybe I'll put on battle, so I can, but it's 10 in PvP. So I have 10 might permanently, and I have 78 crit chance, and then another 10% from burning enemies, so I have 88% crit chance. So I mean, that's pretty good. Conquest, for God's sake? Nah. Wait. Let's just do that. Let's queue Conquest and Push, because that will ensure that I get something. I don't know if anyone's queuing for Push. You're losing a lot of 1v1s? Are you playing bad or is Ellie weak? You're playing like the most overpowered 1v1er. So, are you playing a good 1v1 Catalyst build? Are you practiced at the Catalyst? Are you playing around the matchup, right? Like, those are some of the things that you need to think about before you start saying, is my class good or bad? You can't kill a good cat on any spec? I mean, Reaper definitely can do that. Pick up some Reaper. You played Rogue and WoW. Does Willbender play similar? I'd say Willbender is quite similar to Rogue, because you have the Assassin playstyle, but obviously Thief is closer to Rogue than Willbender is. But yeah, it's kind of like a mobile thing where you want to understand. I think what a lot of people don't do in Guild Wars 2 that they do in WoW is they play around cooldowns. Maybe they don't in WoW, but I know that in Arena, right, they have entire add-ons that kind of tell you people's cooldowns. But in Guild Wars 2, it's a lot easier to track enemy cooldowns because, well, it could be harder or it could be easier because you don't know what build they're playing all the time. So, for example, in WoW, they're playing Frost Mage. You know every skill that they have as a Frost Mage, I think. But in Guild Wars 2, it's like a Willbender. Well, what kind of Willbender is this? So in a way, you have to like spec out their build as you're fighting them. It's like, oh, this guy has 2 stun breaks now, so I got to play around him having 2 stun breaks when I try to do my burst combo. Or like, oh, he's running a lot more toughness than the normal guy runs, so I need to try to apply more condies or something. Like, you can't really do that, like, but you get my point. So in Guild Wars 2, it is harder to spec what they're running, but it's easier to play around things when you have spec'd it out, because everyone has 2 dodges, and you know, like, he's got this many evade frames, so you count the dodges, and then once they've used all their dodges, then you just go and kill them. And unlike WoW, where, yeah, they're out of cooldowns, and you can, like, burst them, like, they have a lot of health in WoW, I believe, so it's, like, hard to burst, unless you have a coordinated effect there with your teammates. But in a lot of cases, you can just one-shot someone by yourself if they have no cooldowns. So it's really all just about playing around the matchup, which is hard for a lot of people to do, I think. Am I gonna get a Q-pop? And like, for example, this build that I'm playing here has some burst combos that are melee oriented. So if I go in and do my burst combo and it just misses because they have their block up or whatever, I'm in really bad positioning. And so you get punished really hard for not getting something out of doing your combo. So what do I do instead of just blowing all my combo immediately? I'll go in, try to bait it out, And maybe they'll dodge this range attack instead. Maybe they'll dodge this, which still gets me in melee range, but it doesn't really do that much damage, but it's enough damage that they'll probably want to dodge it or do something to get out of it. But that's not my main damage. So I do that to get in range, they dodge it, and then after they dodge, I set up my knockdown, which sets up my other combo skills. And those other combo skills are like really high value. So like this, you don't want to just throw out into nothing because it's really high value, but it also doesn't really ensure that it lands because it doesn't have any mobility, it doesn't have any CC. So if you're using that when they have their dodges up, it's like, well, you're just wasting it. So using the right skills to bait out cooldowns, but that is assuming your enemy is good. A lot of times people are just spamming things off cooldown. Like they'll just dodge as part of the rotation. So it's like, I'll dodge for movement here because I want to get closer to my ally or my enemy. I'll just spam all my skills, and once I'm out of skills, I'll just double dodge, and then I'll do my next combo. It's like kind of, and I do this too as well. A lot of people just do this. They play rotationally rather than reactively. They just dodge as part of the rotation. And that performs very well. There's like this monkey brain idea where if you put 1,000 monkeys at typewriters, they'll eventually write Shakespeare, right? But then that's because they're just like pressing buttons randomly. But when you get like a reward, so like say for example, I put a bunch of monkeys at a typewriter, and every time they write to be or not to be, I'll give them a banana so that they'll keep writing that and they'll get closer to writing Shakespeare. Right? So like when you win a fight and you get rewarded by randomly pushing buttons, you will keep doing that. And so what I'm getting at is like, it's just pretty high value to randomly push buttons because it's better than not pushing buttons. If you're not using your brain and not pushing buttons, it's worse than not using your brain and pushing buttons. And so rotationally just spamming your dodge randomly in between your rotation kind of gets you value. But if you are more intelligent than the average person just spamming like that, and you can push your buttons while also thinking about the enemy's cooldowns, thinking about their resources, then you can somewhat delay your buttons, or you can use the right buttons that counter their buttons. And that is when I will give you a cookie, and then you will keep doing that. If you count dodges and get a kill quickly, you will get the reward of being good at the game. But that's a lot of effort. So I didn't get push, by the way. We got conquest. But we'll see how this works. Yeah, so for the majority of people, yeah, it's just push buttons. That's, to be honest. But I'm going to go into, in my next video, I'm going to go into like the next level beyond that. Because I've already got all the videos telling you how to press the buttons, but not why to press the buttons or when to push the buttons. So that's going to be my next video. But I don't know when that's going to come out. Sometime before end of Eternity, Visions of Eternity. I almost said End of Dragons. What year are we in? Okay, they have a Core Warrior, a Tempest, a Chrono. Okay, let's bait a little bit off. See how I backed off and then went in? Tempest is targeted for some reason. Let's knock this guy down. Okay, he's not knockable, but this guy's by himself, so maybe we can jump on him. Use my low cooldown skills first because I get value on using those. Okay, do we swap to the Tempest? Yes, we do. I can maybe get the knock. No, I can't because they are next to it. So is there any purpose of doing that then? Because the only reason why you'd want to stomp them with that skill is because of the ability to... Oh, I'm knocked again. Ooh-wee! Yo guys, we gotta cleave though. Okay, we can do it here. Cleave it? Finish it? I mean, I guess that is one reason when they're not reviving it. Berserker. Don't vengeance. Bro, how did you not rally? What are you doing? It definitely will come out before the rapture. I don't have good... Let's just say I don't have insider information on that. What are we doing here? I really do not care if we win this game. This is a bad play to go chase this, but I'm going to do it anyways. Because it's going to get me more action. And I'll do that. I don't mind doing that. Chronomancer there. And like for example, the 4 skill there on focus, I used it when I was in melee range, but I didn't need to be in melee range to use it. So I kind of like moved away while using it. The spacing there is important. Alright, I'll cap it. I'll do it. You almost felt insulted when I said dodge is a part of the rotation. I mean, yeah. It is. But here's the thing, if you get insulted by that, then it shows that it's something that's important to you. And that's like the key to like maybe some change is required here. Oh, he's a rifle berserker. Bro is rifle. We take it back and then we go back in, knock him down, and he has no stun breaks left. Oh, I have a dodge here. Mass invisibility, thank you. I don't see the real one. Oh, there he is. I'm gonna finish it off. My kill. 5 damage, by the way. 5 damage kills that guy. So, I mean, yeah, me playing in unranked is going to be kind of unfair. But also at the same time, me playing in ranked is going to be unfair. So we just need to have like a game where my teammates are not as good as theirs. I guess. Okay, we're gonna get the knock here. He evaded. I'm gonna blind him with my stun break like I'm an Ellie using the signet of Signet of Air. But yeah, I mean I guess this is how it works in PvP. Like it's fine. It works in PvP too. It's, what else can I say about it? I am like an immortal. Oh! That's a paid actor right there. He's trying to market my build to other people. This was like 30 minutes ago in World v World. This was the Deadeye? Was it? I guess I was surviving. Ping difference? Well, if you're playing with 200 ping, you're definitely at a disadvantage. I played on EU with like 180 ping. Now I play at like 130, and it's definitely noticeable at even that difference compared to my 60 FPS. Or I have 40 ping right now. Actually, my internet is goated. But 300 ping is way worse than that. Like it's kind of impossible for someone to really describe the difference there, and it is really, yeah, it is definitely going to prevent you from being as good as you can be. 100%. You cannot be as good as you can be. Especially when timing and stuff like that all matters. But here's the thing. I just said earlier about how some people can get rewarded by playing rotationally. Guess what class can just ignore timing of skills and just spam the rotation out mindlessly? And with skill queuing, the ping differential doesn't matter as much. Elementalist. Guess what other class also plays very rotationally? Necromancer. Guardian. Now warrior is going to be hard. Even though warrior, some people think is brain dead, I don't think warrior with ping is good, because it's a lot of melee skills and a lot of leap skills, and you're gonna get very bad animation, like desync on warrior when you have ping. Yeah, ping is good on Ellie, or it's not good, but it's less noticeable on Ellie, because all of your skills are scripted. You don't have to react to other things. You're just playing your build and sort of reacting to their positioning, but not as much to what they're doing. That is Ellie. It's hard to play, but therefore the ping is not as important, because it's only about your execution, not your reaction to the enemy's execution, which is where the ping matters more. Yeah, point blank bull's charge will miss as a warrior. Dagger 2, I believe, will just go nowhere. It will not only go nowhere, but it will look extremely pathetic. Like, your character will just look like they broke their ankle. So, and here's another thing. Range. Range is very good when you have ping, because range skills don't... I mean, tab target range skills. Maybe like ranged ground target is not good, but tab target range skills are very, very effective. Okay, we have the cloud chasers here. I want to say Mesmer has a lot of that, though. Like the staff, the dagger, the greatsword, those are all kind of like tab target range skills. But then everything else on Mesmer, like having to time your distortion and comboing with your clones, is not easy with ping. But like Ranger Longbow is like the most easy to play thing in the game. Longest range, tab target, easy as hell. And another thing is, when you're fighting against enemies in melee range, your ping matters more, because you have to react to the things coming at you faster, whereas range skills, you can see them casting the range skill, and then you can see the projectile, right? So it's easier if you're playing range, because you are also usually fighting against range things. If you're playing a range build and then things get in melee range of you, then it's going to be problematic, but you're generally going to be fighting more range things when you're ranged. Naturally. Should we go to a BL? I feel like it's such a waste of time to play World v World. If you're trying to get good, you're not really fighting things most of the time. Definitely, if you're trying to get good, you need to hit golems first, then go PvP, then go to World v World. If I was on EU though right now, I'd definitely have a lot more fights. It's just EU time zone. If you're there at the right time, you'll get some fights. Yeah, that can happen too. If you're doing fast skills, the skill queuing will like skip a skill sometimes. Dude. Well, the thing about going to EU is I have to play with ping, which is not as fun. I have to play with an account that doesn't have all of my stuff, so it's less convenient to play all the different builds I want to play. And there's more stream snipers on EU as well. I swear to God, last time I streamed on EU, I had a stream sniper like instantly. It's like there was no tell to that. Usually like a stream sniper knows where to snipe. They were probably already in my stream, right? But like they immediately took that opportunity to snipe. Like it was crazy. But I'll be playing on NA for a while and it'll be like no snipers for a bit. It's a little bit cringe, but a lot of Tylenol. Yeah. They have socialism there, so, you know. They have more time to play the game. Whereas in NA, they work you to the bone for minimum wage. So the average person comes home tired, and they're like, yeah, I'll do my dailies and I'll log off. Find one class that you can stick to? Well, did you watch my video that goes over all the differences between classes? That's the best I can do for you. Or you can tell me what you're looking for and I can tell you what's the closest to that. This camp is under attack. I bet you it's just our server there. Yeah, there's our server over there. Wait, we're red. So if it's not green here, we're cooked for content. It's red. God damn it. It's like you're watching a wooden potatoes video right now. I'm just like running through the forest. Except I'm not saying things intelligently or providing some like insanely immersive storytelling to you. It's just the running part. This is a Chrono Trigger song, ain't it? Oh no, it's Gagazette. Ah. Did they remake the self-torment trait? I think they did. But they also nerfed that one thing that you were permanently bubble shielding with, so that it's like more energy, I think. You're using arc DPS? That's not how you're going to get better. Seeing the damage that you do is not going to make you do more damage. Especially if you're talking about World v World. Because you're playing, if you're playing like a Weaver in a big like group, you'll use Meteor Shower, right? And then the Meteor Shower will hit like 10 different people for 1,000 damage. Or 10,000. We'll say it'll do 10,000 damage to 10 different people. So you did 100,000 damage with your Meteor Shower, but you essentially did nothing because the enemy team also heals in an AoE. Or you could play like a Sikkim Soul Beast and do 10,000 damage to one person, and you'll down them. And then your teammates will be able to cleave that and secure a down off of that. Right? So like you're doing 10% of the damage that a Weaver would do, but since you're focusing your damage on one target, you're being useful. That's like the statistical, and that's going to be in my video as well, is like people don't interpret statistics properly, and so they're like, bigger number equals I did more damage. Yeah, but more damage is useless because they heal in an AoE. So they want you to do AoE. They want you to spread your damage out because then it's easier to heal. The worst thing for a healer is spike damage. Zerg with you on EU? I mean, I don't really want to Zerg. If I wanted to Zerg, I would just kind of do that off stream, right? Because I don't think people like to watch Zerging content. Oh, it's Jashiros. He's back. Okay, Signet or Tempest. You're playing in PvE? Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I mean, in PvE, damage is a pretty good indicator, but your damage number will never tell you why you're doing low damage. It will only tell you that you are. I know there are some third-party things, like you can upload the logs and you can see like where you canceled animations and stuff like that, but really I think if you just record your gameplay, it'll be better than that. Do we collude against the Deadeye? I feel like we do, because like the Deadeye is just gonna play like that. But then we can't do anything anyways, because he can just do that. Have I tried the new specs? I have a video for each except Conduit, so you should check out those videos. And I'm going to main Amalgam or Engineer in the next X pack, I've decided. Although I have, it's not like a clear main, right? I'm gonna play everything, and also I had a lot of other things that I wanted to main instead, so we'll see how that works. Also, I kind of wanted to roam on Hollowsmith today, but then I wanted to make the video entirely about this one build so that it could serve the purpose of being a guide / showcase for that. So I'll play some Hollowsmith as well. Spear Chrono. Okay. Just gotta watch out for his burst. Oh, he ported away. I'm gonna port away too. Ooh, I got him with my Focus 5. He's so done. Okay, let's knock him down during his thing. Not much you could do there. Oh, here we have Stoop Kid. I'm so glad he's standing next to that body so that I can do this. Actually, 2 resers. We love our mechanist. Okay, let's port to this thing. Evade. Let's do this. Keep them in combat. Well, if I'm going to be in combat, they should be in combat so they can't get on their mount. Okay, we lost the one of them. Knock one down. He distorts. Knock him down again. He's used his blink. I'm going to wait and then port back. Get my focus 4 on him. It procs. Huge damage going out. Wait for that. Got him. Huge. Put down my Willbender flames. Holy. Why is this class so broken? One down. The mechanist is coming back. There's a mass invisibility. Can we do damage here? This guy is just spamming his shield on me. Cleanse. We need to use a sword 2 here. Like, I'm just getting free cast on while this guy runs, which is lovely gameplay. Of course, he's just gonna sit there and res. Gonna be as annoying as possible. Let's cleanse. Put up my shield so he doesn't hit me. Can I get this target? Can I get this target? There we go. So annoying, man. Gate engineer. What was the name I had for players who play like this that also play NG? Was it castle engineer? Might have been castle engineer. I'm not on EU, I'm on NA. Civil engineer. But honestly, I feel like that's insulting to actual civil engineers, right? We're using it as a derogatory term for people who are afraid to make action or take risks. Whereas civil engineers, they're intelligent people that probably do take risks with the way that they build bridges. Well, they probably minimize risk, obviously. You don't want to take risks with bridges. But by saying like a castle engineer, it's like saying they're in the Middle Ages, so we're not insulting any actual castle engineers. Well, I'll have you know, my great-great-grandfather was a castle engineer. There'll always be someone, though. What is this guy doing? That is a court jester right there. There's actually combat over here. But yeah. That guy is just there always. You use my soul beast build, but you don't like sword worn. Well, what would you prefer? Tell me what you would like to use. I feel like longbow is the only thing you could use. Maybe spear. Longbow spear. That is true. Even court jesters can become gods. And you don't want to be insulting them, because they will ruin the world. He just wants to kill. Alright, let's go. Doom roleplayer. Oh. He was already fighting the thief. Like, people who use this, what is that, trap? For 1v1s is so annoying. Axe, yeah, axe is not going to be good in Zergs. The spear can be somewhat good in Zergs because, one, you have unblockable range damage when you go in stealth with the 3 skill. And 2, you have melee damage, which can work when your Zerg is engaging, right? So I think spear is probably better, for sure. Yeah, because the projectiles are the problem, and your only projectile is the 3 and the 1, but the 1 is not that important, and the 3 becomes unblockable, so it's like the only thing that gets countered, and you have the counter to the counter. Axe, yeah, so axe main hand is projectile, and then axe 4 is projectile. And Axe 5 is like stationary damage, so you're not going to hit a Zerg with that skill unless you're standing in the middle of them. And if you're a squishy build like that, you better believe you got to have some support to even think about doing that. I think I might end the stream soon, though. We got our daily done. That was all I was just trying to do, was get my daily done, clearly. Oh? It's a 2 Rangers and a Tempest. Okay, let's try to get them out of... I immediately have like 7 Condis on me, so one of them is it's Condi Soul Beast. We have another coming. Deadeye. Holy. So we get some mobility. I evaded the steal there. They're gonna run this guy over for sure. Yeah, they're coming. They're coming. Sick 'em though? He's not coming anymore? Where'd he go? Maybe I can keep luring them to my territory. They just came out the woodwork, but we got content now, I guess. Okay, let's mount up. See if we can leash a couple of them, because we're not fighting 1v7, that's for sure. But if we can get 1 or 2 to keep chasing, like this guy, yeah, this thief, we can probably fight this for sure. He's Lobby. And he just used Shadow Step, so it's a freebie kill. That Condi though. Oh, there's another on me. Okay, can we get out? No. Okay, so the free casting from the double ranger is a little bit much. I needed to be around line of sight sooner. I got gaslit by the free kill thief, thinking that it would be easy to just kill the thief fast, but I didn't think I'd have 2 rangers free casting as a result. Also, when I'm outnumbered like that, my stun breaks do not go very far. And since I've only got 1, generally you kind of need your stun break to be faster than 20-second cooldown. If you're getting perma stun lock like that. So it's very possible that I could go stand your ground if I wanted to, but I don't. It's Lubu! It's Lubu! I don't know if that roleplay looks like Lubu. He's a little bit small. He needs to be bigger to be Lubu. Alright, let's go back and find some more. I'm not gonna gank this guy because it's not gonna be fun. Or really test out my build. Okay, this guy's on Willbender. He was here earlier, but I didn't get to fight him. Oh, is he using my same build? Oh, and he's not. He's using Torch. Okay. So then what is he running? Pistol? Okay, you got phase 2 now. Knock him down. He has stability. The thing is gonna kill him unless I kill it, so I'll do that. I'm trying, bro. I'm trying. I'm trying to get you out. He's stuck. You gotta heal, right? Don't you? Alright, I'll move away. Dodge the torch 4. Put my focus 4 on. Blocked a lot of damage there. See if I can get some damage here. Nice CC chain. So he's using the stun break. He's using whirling wrath, the same as me. But I think he might be using JI as well. And you can use JI on this, I guess, as well, if you want like another stun breaker, but it's not really a stun break. You're never really using it as a stun break. I think he might be Selly, like why else would he be Torch? And he's Pistol, yeah. Pistol though? Oh, I have Cleansing Bolts as well with the Whirling Wrath. That's just so OP with the symbol. Yeah, he has no sustain as well. That's like what I mean when I say Condi Guardian builds are very low sustain, because he's got to be going like Radiant's Virtues, right? But then he doesn't have any sustain. So you might as well just be Glass. I mean, that's an outfit. Firebrand for a sec there. He's swapping builds. I see a shield now and a sword. I mean, it still can work, Condi Guardian. I mean, you want me to swap the Condi Guardian and show you how to do it? DH. Oh, okay, now it makes sense. DH with sword shield. Alright. You gotta be doing combos to play this though, so we'll see how that works. Dodge the F1, dodge the F1, dodge the F1, dodge the F1. Alright, I'm going in. He's gonna do it. There it is. See, we played rotationally, but instead of me immediately dodging, I waited for him to use his F1 because I knew he was gonna use his F1 after he dodged, and he just skill queued it. So I immediately knew he was gonna do it, but like I waited a little bit, and that allowed me to dodge his F1. And now he's wrecked. Oh, I wasted my stun break there. Not landing your F1 is pretty huge. That's like the entire point, so you gotta land it. It's like you have to use it early because it's so high value, but you also can't use it too early because then it's too predictable. Come on now. I'm just gonna throw out my... I think he's overthinking now. I was kind of just playing rotationally there. Just throwing out skills. Dodge this. Yeah, and he has to dodge the, he has to dodge that too. The Heaven's Palm, or he just gets hit by everything else. Everyone is at a different point on their journey. Let that sink in. As we whack each other with swords, because we're both waiting for the other to use a cooldown. He's winning though. Oh, he's got a longbow on finally. Wait, was he? Yeah, he used it before. I don't have stability, he could pull. I think I blinded it or something. Okay, he avoided it there, but I still hit him from behind. But yeah, I think I'll end the stream soon because I think this is the idea of the build is not that difficult to figure out. I think you get the idea by now. So this will be the last duel I know in the stream. So let's go. We both dodge. I'm just getting more damage out because he's attacking nothing. I knock him down because I had an animation that broke his Aegis. Oh. I wonder if the Spear 3... Yeah, the Spear 3 works if I swap out and then port in. Never really tried that, to be honest. Well, I got hit by that. My sustain is just too good. He needs to be running my build. Alright, I'm gonna finish him. Whoops! My bad! Alright, I'm gonna try to 1v3 this. Why not? He keeps spamming his shadow step off cooldown, this guy. Alright, there's another thief on me, though. Let's go down this way. Let's go down this way. Let's go for the Deadeye. Knock him down. Got him. How about we be as annoying as possible? Yep. Yes, we will. Heal me. And we're going to go for the knockback here. Perfect. Line of sight. Port up, except he goes in stealth randomly for no reason at all. Ah, he's gonna... Wait, is he actually gonna throw? He's throwing. Oh, the blind. Yeah, a Deadeye just free casting like that. while the downstate thief is like constantly crippling me. It's just so annoying. Like I have to play so carefully, but also I have to play so aggressively. You love to see it. Which build can I recommend for warrior? Go to guildgen.com and I recommend Axe Berserker. Is that the build you'll probably end up playing? Probably not, but you should go there and check. But that's the one I like to play. But other than that, I'm going to be ending the stream. Thief already counters Willbender, so the fact that I'm able to down one in a 1v2 I guess is okay, but I'll see you guys next time. I'll probably not be streaming for a while though, because I don't have any ideas to stream, but if I do get one, then I'll stream. But yeah, see you guys.